Hi guys, in today's episode we'll be making an updated guide for Yanfei. As you guys all know, Yelan's banner and Zhao's banner is now up. So if you guys are gonna be summoning or wishing for this banner for Yelan or Zhao, it's highly likely that you'll be getting a copy of Yanfei. So you actually pulled for Yanfei's Constellation 6 earlier this stream. If you guys wanna watch our live stream, we stream on Twitch and on Facebook. Gonna put it down on the comment box. So if you guys wanna hang out and chill, you guys are more than welcome to. Alright, so Yanfei is one of my most favorite 4-star character. Probably top 1 or top 2. Mostly because of her Japanese voice actor. I really like Yanfei's voice here. So besides of the VA, the reason why I really like Yanfei is she's really self-sustainable. She's a really strong and probably underrated DPS in my opinion. Okay, so I guess in this video we're going to be tackling some of the combinations or team comps, artifact sets, and rotations that you could use in order for you to maximize your Yanfei. So if you haven't have any pyro carry, you guys can actually use Yanfei. Alright, so let's start with my Yanfei. So my Yanfei is rocking a 2000 attack. She's currently using Lost Prayers right now. And her talents is 999. I haven't have the time to crown her because I currently have no crown available. The artifact set that I use for her is Wanderer's Troop. Okay, so there's multiple artifacts that you could use for her. You could also use the 4-piece Crimson. This artifact set is also good for Yanfei, but based on my experience, I'd highly recommend you use your 4-piece Wanderer's Troop. Alright, so if you guys haven't have any complete Wanderer's Troop, you can also use the 4-piece Crimson and 4-piece Shiminawa if you want to. But I don't really recommend using the 4-piece Shiminawa because I really believe that in order for your Yanfei to be really effective, you need to level up all of this. Normal attack, Signed Edict, and Dawn Deal. Because there are situations in the Spiral Abyss that you would want to use your burst and you would want it to do more damage. Right? So I highly suggest that you use Wanderer's Troop. Okay? So as for the weapons, you guys can use a lot of weapon for Yanfei. The one that I'm using right now is Lost Prayers. You could also use Skyward Atlas, Dodo Coattails if you have this weapon. This weapon is also good for Yanfei. You can also use the Wid set. You can also use the Solar Pearl if you want to. And you can also use Mappa Mare. I think you can also use Mappa Mare. And if you're rocking a support Yanfei, you can also use this Thrilling Tales for a support Yanfei. But for me, I'd highly suggest if you have this Lost Prayer, you use this. If you're an F2P, use this Sacrificial Fragments. And what else? Yeah, actually, this item is for F2Ps, right? Because in order for you to get the wish set, you need to spend some wishes. So yeah, you can also use this wish set, Lost Prayer, Skyward Atlas, and then for the artifact set, Wanderer's Troop. Alright? As for the constellations, is Yanfei viable without any constellations? And the answer is yes. She's really strong. She's really a strong unit even without her constellations. Yeah? Alright, so maybe you could start with explaining what Yanfei's constellations do. Okay, so C1 of Yanfei, when Yanfei uses her charge attack, each existing Scarlet Seal additionally reduces the stamina cost of the charge attack by 10%. Okay, so if you guys don't know, this is how you use Yanfei. You use normal attack. Once you use your normal attack, there will be called seals, right? So when you attack, there will be an orb. Okay, I'm just gonna showcase it to you guys. When you attack, you will gain 1 seal. There you go. That's one seal. When you attack again, you gain another seal. And when you attack for the third time, you gain another seal. But if you got Yanfei's Constellation 6, you will gain the maximum seals that you can gain is 4. Right? So let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when you get the C6 of Yanfei, you get 4 seals maximum. Alright? Yanfei died. Alright. So that's for the constellations. So basically it lessens your stamina consumption when you have Scarlet Seals. Alright? C2 is good. Increases Yanfei's charge attack crit rate by 20% against enemies below 50 HP. Okay? So it basically increases your crit rate when the enemy that you're attacking is below 50%. So this is a good constellation. C1 and C2 is good. C3 and C5 basically increases your skill level by your elemental and your burst damage. For the fourth one, when Dawn Deal is used, it creates a shield that absorbs up to 45% of Yanfei's max HP for 15%. This shield absorbs pyro damage 250% more effectively. So this constellation can be, it just feels like gimmicky. It feels kinda gimmicky because Yanfei is not really gonna be having a lot of HP. Not unless you build her. So there's this build that they call Tank-Fei, that they stack up HP and wherein your weapon is Thrilling Tales. So that can be done if you want to. But I don't really recommend using Yanfei that way. Okay, so this C4 is like, it's nice. It's actually nice if you're not using any shielder. Every time you use your burst, you gain a shield. Okay, so the best constellation is definitely this one, Scarlet Seals. Your C6, you gain one more Scarlet Seal. Alright, so next is, let's check out yung their talents. So this Proviso, when Yanfei consumes a Scarlet Seals by using charge attack, each Scarlet Seals increase Yanfei's pyro damage. So if you're C6 and you have 4 Scarlet Seals, you basically gain 20% more pyro damage. When a charge attack is used again, during this effect duration, it will dispel the previous effect. Blazing Eye. When Yanfei's charge attack deals a crit hit to opponents, she will deal an additional instance of AoE pyro damage equals to 80% of her attack. This damage count as charge attack. So this is the reason why we use Wondrous Troop, 4-piece Wondrous Troop. Right, and for the last one, basically, it displays the location of nearby resources unique to Liyue. Okay, so alright, on the next part, maybe I can show you guys some of the team comps that I use for Yanfei. So this first team comp is I'm gonna be using Zhongli as a shielder. I'm gonna be using Bennett as a healer and a buffer. Then I'm gonna be using Kazuha for the damage shred as well. And our main carry in this lineup is Yanfei. Alright. We start off with using our shield here. Using Bennett's ult just to buff us. Press E and then you press Zhongli's stun. Then do this, and you just go ham. You were actually supposed to use Kazuha shred first. And then you just do it again. This, and then Ben's burst, and then use Yanfei's burst, and then it's the combo. So basically, when you're using Zhongli as a shielder, the C4 of Yanfei shield is basically neglected. So we're going to be showcasing another lineup that I also use here. The next lineup we're going to be using is without Zhongli, and we're going to be actually using Yanfei shield. Next lineup is we're going to be using a vape comp. Alright, we're gonna be exchanging Zhongli to Xingqiu or Yelan. You guys have Yelan. In this case, I'm gonna be using Xingqiu. Okay, then we could start. I think this lineup is way better. I mean, I couldn't tell if it's way better, but it's definitely a little bit harder because you have to actually dodge things. Because with Zhongli's shield, you don't really need to dodge. With this lineup, you'll be really squishy and you need to be actually dodging. Right, we start with this one. Okay, use controls ult, use E. So when you're using Yanfei, it's basically, you just have to chain their combos. You have to chain their 2 normal attacks and then charge attack. Then after that, you use your E, your elemental, and then use your charge attack. And after that, you're gonna be using your burst and then charge attack. Then after that, you're gonna be switching it to other characters such as Bennett, give Bennett's burst, and choose burst, Kazu's burst, and then you rotate again to Yanfei. It's actually quite simple and you're gonna be swapping a lot. So yeah, so there's the 2 lineups that I mostly use when I'm using Yanfei. So I hope you guys learned a lot, and let me know if you guys learned anything or if I missed anything. Please let me know on the comment section, and please don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Thank you guys and have a great day.